or record.
Okay, meeting called to order at 6:33. Please rise to salute the flag. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Bory,
Here.
Councilmember Southwick. Here. Councilmember Moore. Here. Supervisor Trombley.
Here.
And Councilmember Hunter is absent.
Okay. So, presentation of petitions, communications, and general question period. We don't have anybody in the audience. So therefore, I'll welcome a motion to recess this special meeting and enter into public hearing.
I'll make a motion, we go into recess, the public hearing on the sewer district.
Okay.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Okay. Those that are on the Zoom, I just want you to know that since we're recording this and folks might watch it, there's nobody here to question at the public hearing, but I do want to make some statements as to where we're at. So if anybody watches this, they hopefully will get the answers they may have in their mind. Okay? So we're predicting because this is a low pressure system, our annual estimated cost of electricity to operate the grinder pump is approximately $15 per year. We're actually scheduling $20, but from what I've investigated in the 4 pumps that the village has, I think it's gonna be less than 15. The annual price per year for service would be approximately $660 per EDU, so it'd be $660 for a residential single-family home. This includes operation and maintenance, and we're building in $20 toward the electric noted above. And plus the annual cost for any debt for service, if we end up having any debt service at all, we're estimating $35 per EDU. So total of approximately $695, and I'm hoping that's estimating high. The annual cost for any debt service would be $35 per EDU if you choose not to connect. So that would be an annual cost to any property on this district that does not connect to the service. The estimated cost of installation later by private contractor. This is difficult as each piece is different, each place is different, excuse me. But for reference, a house that is 100 feet from the road with no rock, no ledge, could expect to pay about $13,500 to hook up. And the breakdown is below. And again, this would vary from many factors, including private contractor rates, the amount of rock, existing electrical configurations, landscaping, etc. In that estimated $13,500 is the estimated cost of electrical, service lines, and grinder pump and sump. The electrical is estimated at a $2,000 cost. The service line for 100 feet is $3,500, and the grinder pump pit and connection pit is $7,700, and the septic tank pump out, which would have to occur, is estimated at $300. So again, for those who are wondering, what's it going to cost me if I go, no, I'm not hooking up now, but I have to hook up later? We're guessing $13,500, dependent upon your land. And that's all I've got. I hope that answers any questions. I hope that people that are watching this have that interest. I expected to have a few people here questioning it. I know this is a an actual reformation of the district. The district was formed over a year ago, but at a much higher cost. And the board, standing firm, well, we'll move forward hoping to get the rest of the funding. And we received enough funding that now the cost is below the threshold set by the New York State Comptroller's Office. Therefore, it's in our best interest to reform under that new cost. That's why. Anybody have anything to add? Maybe our engineers have anything to add, or did I cover everything?
I think you covered everything pretty well, Tom. Again, the key things for residents to remember is, that this is turnkey construction. It's complete connection. There is no other out-of-pocket cost for them other than the annual cost that you just summarized. If they connect initially, as you.
Correct. Thank you for pointing that out. That's much more clear. Okay. If no one else has anything to add, I think we can close the public hearing with that. And again, if anybody that is watching this has questions, please feel free to call me. And if there's a answer I don't have, I will find out. I'll be turning to Barton and Judas to help out with that. But hopefully we've laid out enough details to help you with your decisions. Okay. Welcome a motion to close the public hearing and re-enter the special meeting.
I'll make a motion to close the public hearing and re-enter into our special meeting.
I'll second.
Thank you. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. All right. I've got a few things on the agenda. It's just some resolutions that I need to go through. But the first one is the resolution to establish. I don't have a copy of that with me. Or do I? Yes, I do. Sorry, Julie, you have that. So that's the next order of business. So this is resolution number 15 of 2025. It's resolution and determination establishing Town of Champlain Sewer District Number 7 in the Town of Champlain, County of Clinton, State of New York pursuant to Article 12. Whereas a petition pursuant to Article 12 of the Town Law relating to the establishment of the Town of Champlain Sewer District Number 7 in the Town of Champlain, County of Clinton, State of New York has therefore been filed in the Town Clerk's office. And whereas Barton and LaJudas, DPC, competent engineers duly licensed by the State of New York, in a manner and detail as required by Article 12 of the Town Law, duly filed a map, plan, and report in the office of the Town Clerk of the Town of Champlain, in accordance with the requirements of Town Law. And whereas the said Town Board did on the 8th day of April 2025 duly adopt an order reciting a description of the boundaries of the proposed district, the maximum amount proposed to be expended for the improvement, the proposed method of financing to be employed, and the fact that a plan, map, and report describing the same are on file in the Town Clerk's office for public inspection, and specifying that said Town Board shall meet at the Town of Champlain Town Hall, Town of Champlain, New York, on the 6th day of May 2025 at 6:30 p.m. for the purpose of conducting a public hearing on such proposal to establish the sewer district with the specified improvements and to hear all persons interested in the subject thereof concerning the same. And whereas copies of said order were duly published and posted according to the law, and whereas said Town Board did at the time and place specified in said order duly meet and consider such proposal and hear all persons interested in the subject thereof who appeared at such time and place concerning the same. And now therefore be it resolved by the Town Board, Town of Champlain, and the County of Clinton, that it be and hereby is determined as follows. Notice of hearing was published and posted as required by law and is otherwise sufficient. 2, that all of the property and property owners within the proposed sewer district are benefited thereby. 3, that all the property and property owners benefited are included within the proposed sewer district. 4, it is in the public interest to establish the proposed sewer district as hereinafter described. And 5, that the first year cost for the typical properties within the district is $660 per num. There are no hookup fees to property owners that are connected during the construction of the collection system for the proposed sewer district. And it is further resolved that the town board does hereby approve the establishment of a sewer district as hereinafter described to be known as Town of Champlain Sewer District Number 7, as described and set forth in the map, plan, and report of Barton and Judas, DPC. And be it further resolved that the following improvements in said district be constructed upon required funds being made available or provided for the sewer district. And be it further resolved that the proposed improvements, including the cost of rates of way, construction costs, legal fees, and other expenses at a maximum cost of $16,370,000 shall be funded by a combination of grant and 0% interest loans from the New York State DEC WQIP program, New York State Clean Water State Revolving Fund, and other state and federal grants. And be it further ordered that this resolution is subject to permissive referendum pursuant to the town law of the state of New York. Motion to approve resolution as presented? Aye.
A motion to approve the resolution as presented by the supervisor establishing the Town of Champlain Sewer District Number 7.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
I'll second that motion.
Thank you. And Julie, when you're ready, could you do a roll call vote, please?
Councilmember Southwick,
Aye.
Councilmember Bory,
Aye.
Councilmember Moore,
Aye.
Supervisor Trombley.
Aye. Thank you.
Well, it could be a good step for the town. I mean, for years, you can't do much without sewer.
Well,
Just like
it's-
with water,
It's definitely a positive move forward. That's what we're trying to do, that's what we've been doing. This is just one more step. I can tell you that I've, working with someone with one property, that we may be able to move forward because of this pipe coming in the ground, so. Nothing sure until it's signed and there's a shovel in the dirt, but it looks very promising that it's going to make another projects possible, so.
I just have a question,
Possible
Tom.
stuff.
You talked earlier about, the cost of $695 with the service charge, but in here you're at $660, so is this supposed to be $695 or is this $660 correct?
The $660 is correct for
Okay.
the user fee, the other was, we're estimating $35 for any debt that we might have to incur.
I just wanna make sure.
Did I answer that correctly, Matt?
Actually, the $660 includes the $35 for
Oh,
debt.
then I misstated then.
Yeah, yeah, good catch.
So that included the debt and the O&M and the electric costs. I'm sorry about that.
Correct.
I added that on because at the next board item, when I emailed for information, it looked like the debt service was separate. My bad. So yes, $660.
No problem.
So thanks for picking that up, Julie, because that does make a difference. So it's estimated at $660 total for annual costs.
Correct.
Okay.
There was a minor correction in that first paragraph.
The if instead of of,
Julie, yeah, did you catch it?
I did.
Okay.
I can
If or on.
actually use up the copy if you want to fix that. It's on page 1,
First paragraph.
first paragraph, county if Clinton, it should be of Clinton.
Maybe fast enough. Remind me to do this.
you notice how I read right through that?
Hmm?
I said I read right through it, I didn't wanna say if. Okay. Anybody have any questions for Matt and his crew before we let him go? So, I should have printed out our bulleted, schedule. What's next now from this? Is it at the next week, do we have anything on the agenda for this, or was it the month after?
I don't think so. The next step is, that resolution is subject to permissive referendum,
Right.
which means you have to let, 30 days,
That's right,
pass.
yep,
And at your regular June meeting, you'll be able to do the final order establishing the district. And then also do your bond resolution that night. And then we'll be good to go. You'll be able to submit all of that to EFC, and work on your complete financing application. And at that time, you'll be able to take a bond anticipation note to give you some funds to bridge the gap from now until when the FC does finally close. We'll see how far they're out. They've been catching up. They were 2+ years behind on closings, but they're getting closer and closer. It's I can't give any promises, but 6-8 months from the time we have everything complete and sent to them.
okay. So, does this resolution and determination need to be sent anywhere, or just the adoption has to go to the state comptroller?
They'll need all of this.
They'll need all of them? So this one?
Yeah,
so-
they'll including, so this resolution has to be published in your paper of record, within 10 days.
Okay. All right, so I'm glad we're talking this out. So the first order would be, is published, and we need to send a copy to the state comptroller, and we should be sending a copy of this to Ted Trespass, our bond attorney, right?
Yeah, I think he'll need to
I
see
think
that.
he'll need to see it too.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
So, and you'll need the affidavit of publication for this too, once you send it to the paper.
Okay. I'll probably include, our financial, consultant as well. I'm just drawing a blank on his name. In regards to copies of this.
Right. You're using fiscal advisors or municipal solutions?
Fiscal advisors, thank you.
Fiscal. Benjamin?
Yes, Benjamin. Thanks. I'm sure you guys know him pretty well. Okay. I'm good, I'm glad I asked those questions. You really need to walk us through this each time.
Yep.
We've been through many, I haven't.
Yep, no problem.
Okay.
Maybe we could shoot over a kind of a bullet list.
Okay. Like I said, my apologies.
Kind of the to-do items and the timeline for them.
Yeah, we do have a timeline, but the to-do items would be great.
Yep. Okay.
Alrighty. Any questions for us, Matt?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. And we're gonna move on to some fun resolutions for firemen.
Okay. All right, well, everyone have a great evening.
Okay, Matt, thank you, Matt, and,
Thank you.
Kyle, Brett, thank you for coming on, appreciate it, and we'll be seeing you soon.
Sounds good.
All
See
right,
you. Here, bye-bye.
bye. Okay. Next order of business is resolution number 17, commending Mr. Bill Obry for his generous service to the town of Champlain and the Champlain Fire District. Whereas in the summer of 2023, the town of Champlain and the Champlain Fire District entered into a shared initiative to repair and/or replace the number of failing dry hydrants serving the residents of the town of Champlain. And whereas Mr. Bill Obry, as a certified underwater diver, provided the essential skills to inspect and repair the suction screens and/or intake pipes emerged in the waterways of our dry hydrants. And whereas, without Bill's expertise and generosity, the town and the fire district would not have been able to budget for or complete the required repairs on all of our dry hydrants within a short period of 2 summers, additionally saving vital taxpayer dollars. And whereas Bill is commended for his charitable service, his dedication to the town of Champlain and the Champlain Fire District, and his overall commitment to serving his community. And be it therefore resolved that the present board of the town of Champlain go on public record commending Mr. Bill Obry for his devotion to serving his community and the contribution of his time and professional skills. And be it further resolved that this resolution is adopted by the town of Champlain board on this 6th day of May, and a copy sent to Mr. Obry by the town clerk. Motion to approve resolution 17 as read.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
I'll second.
Thank you. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Resolution number 18 of 2025, commending Mr. Scott Blondo for his generous service to the town of Champlain and the Champlain Fire District. Whereas in the summer of 2023, the town of Champlain and the Champlain Fire District entered into a shared initiative to repair and/or replace a number of failing hydrants, dry hydrants, serving the residents of the town of Champlain. And whereas Mr. Scott Blondo, as a certified underwater diver, provided the essential skills to inspect and repair the suction screens and/or intake pipes emerged in the waterways for our dry hydrants. And whereas without Scott's expertise and generosity, the town and the fire district would not have been able to budget for or complete the required repairs on all of our dry hydrants within a short period of 2 summers, additionally saving vital taxpayer dollars. And whereas Scott is commended for his charitable service, his dedication to the town of Champlain and the Champlain Fire District, and his overall commitment to serving his community. And be it therefore resolved that the present board of the town of Champlain go on public record commending Mr. Scott Blondo for his devotion to serving his community and the contribution of his time and professional skills. And be it further resolved that this resolution is adopted by the town of Champlain board on the 6th day of May 2025, and a copy sent to Mr. Blondo by the town clerk. Motion to approve as read.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution number 18, commending Mr. Scott Blondo, as read by the supervisor.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Thank you. No further discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Resolution number 19 of 2025, honoring Mr. Sean LeBombard for 30 years of service to the Rouse's Point Fire Department, Montgomery Hose Hook and Ladder Company, No. 1, Incorporated. Whereas Mr. Sean LeBombard has served 30 years of dedicated volunteer service with the Rouse's Point Fire Department, Montgomery Hose Hook and Ladder Company, No. 1, where he has been a reliable role model to many members of the department. And whereas Sean has been chairperson of numerous company committees and has held numerous department offices and currently serves as first assistant chief. And whereas Sean's consistent dedication has been exhibited in his many acts of selfless deeds, not only to the department, but to the residents of Rouse's Point and the town of Champlain. And whereas Sean is applauded for his years of service, his dedication to the department, and his determined commitment to serving his community. And be it therefore resolved that the present board of the Town of Champlain go on public record acclaiming Mr. Sean LeBombard for his devotion to serving his community and his 30 years of service to the Rouse's Point Fire Department, Montgomery Hose Hook and Ladder Company, number 1. And be it further resolved, this resolution is adopted by the Town of Champlain Board on this 6th day of May 2025, and a copy sent to Mr. Sean LeBombard by the town clerk. Motion to approve resolution 19 is read.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution number 19 honoring Mr. Sean LeBombard as presented by the supervisor.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
I'll second that motion.
Thank you. There's no discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed, motion carries. Resolution number 20 of 2025, honoring Mr. Charles LePan for 30 years of service to the Rouse's Point Fire Department, Montgomery Hose Hook and Ladder Company, number 1, Incorporated. Whereas Mr. Charles LePan has served 30 years of dedicated volunteer service with the Rouse's Point Fire Department, Montgomery Hose Hook and Ladder Company, number 1, where he has been a reliable role model to many members of the department, and whereas Charles has been chairperson of numerous company committees, has held the office of first and second lieutenant, and has served numerous department and company positions. And whereas Charles's dependable dedication has been exhibited in his many acts of selfless deeds, not only to the department, but to the residents of Rouse's Point and the Town of Champlain. And whereas Charles is applauded for his years of service, his dedication to the department, and his determined commitment to serving his community. And be it therefore resolved that the present board, the Town of Champlain, go on public record acclaiming Mr. Charles LePan for his devotion to serving his community and his 30 years of service to the Rouse's Point Fire Department, Montgomery Hose Hook and Ladder Company, number 1. And be it further resolved, this resolution is adopted by the Town of Champlain Board on the 6th day of May 2025, and a copy sent to Mr. Charles LePan by the town clerk. Motion to approve resolution number 20 is read.
I'll make a motion that we approve resolution number 20 for Charles LePan.
I'll second.
Thank you. No discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
I'd just like to add that all of the fire department is very, backs up everybody else, and without those volunteers and the EMS volunteers, that we would be hurting. And it's, I think,
Yeah, we're indebted to them.
we are very much indebted to them.
Yes.
Thank you for your service.
Yes, thank you to all for your service, and it's always a very heartwarming thing to be able to commend people that have been doing this for that long, you know, lifetimes. So yes, thank you to all. Our next business meeting is scheduled for May 13th, 2025, 7 p.m. Hope to see you all there. Welcome a motion for adjournment.
I'll make that motion to adjourn our special meeting of May 6th, 2025.
I'll second.
Thank you very much. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Number 10.
All right, so I'm glad I asked a few questions. It's good to have